You're listening to Prosperity Report, Love and Money Podcast, the relationship podcast that helps you feel more confident financially and romantically. We do this by giving you actionable ideas to help you stop comparing and start repairing your mindset, your money, your relationship, and your life. I'm your host, Kanae Corder, best-selling author, international speaker, hypnotherapist, and financial therapist. Let's grow with the flow together. Enjoy the show. This episode is brought to you by my free Money Mentality course. Learn your money personality and how you can reach your full financial potential. Have you ever heard messages like, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford it, or money can't buy happiness? Neither can poverty, but there's no quote about that, right? Society has imprinted messages in your brain and they're affecting you and how you handle money. Maybe you're a spender, maybe you're a saver, or maybe you're a hero, saving all the people around you with your money. You can find out by taking the free Money Mentality course. This free course will help you determine how to stop the negative behavior you have with money, how to continue doing the positive things that are working for you, and how to start doing new things, new behavior that will help you reach your full potential. You'll gain clarity, connection, and a community of achievers just like you. Thousands of people have already taken this course. Join us so you can learn your money mentality. It will be the easiest, most informative course you have ever taken. It's free, so the only investment is an investment of your time, which I know how valuable your time is. So I've made the course impactful, full of value, so you can get back more than you put in. And there's a free gift at the end. So go, check it out, and start reaching your full potential today. Go to kanaecorder.com/money-course. It's a small investment to make a big impact on your life. Again, that's kanaecorder.com/money-course. Take the Money Mentality course, gain clarity, connection, and a community. Go to kanaecorder.com/money-course. I'll see you there. Hey guys, Happy New Year! I'm so excited about the new direction we're taking the show. This is going to be so cool, so incredible, and I'm glad you're going on this journey with me. So when I say new direction, I don't mean a bunch is changing, just a few small changes that will make the show better for you. First of all, we'll have more episodes. So we'll have 4 episodes a month. Here's how it'll go. One episode will be a mini course where I'm just giving you information that you can take away and start using immediately. Then I'll do 2 interview style episodes, and I'll bring on an expert, somebody who's going to help you increase your wealth, increase your wellness, and increase the love in your life. And I'll also have a Q&A show. And here's where you come in. You can submit your questions. I'll tell you how later, but you can submit your questions to the show and we'll answer them here. So this episode, but also this entire year, is going to show you how to never make another resolution again. Now, most of the time in the beginning of the year, people want to increase their wealth. They want to be better stewards of their money. They want to have a resolution around love. They're going to do better in their relationship. They're going to maybe even find a relationship. Also, health and wellness, a resolution around increasing your health, eating right, exercising. Well, what if you didn't do that? What if you didn't make a resolution? What if you evolved into the life you wanted, the life you desire? So instead of resolving, you could evolve into the person you truly want to be. That's what this episode is going to be about. This episode is called Love Your Life. And I called it that because I want to show you how you can love the life you have while you create the life you desire. Society, social media, our friends, our family, we're prone and we're programmed to complain, to talk about how terrible and bad everything is, the state of the world, our lives, our spouse, our children. Unless we're posting on social media, then of course we make everything sound rosy and beautiful. But normally we're complaining about our lives. And if you're complaining about your life, you've heard me say what you focus on expands. I can guarantee you're going to get more of what you're complaining about rather than what you truly desire. So in this episode, this first mini course, I'm going to show you how to love your life, how to never make another resolution again, and how to have a community of achievers just like you to help you along this journey, because you can't do it on your own. So that's kind of the setup. As I mentioned, show is shifting, more episodes, more mini courses, interviews you'll love, a Q&A for you. Oh, and I forgot to mention, our core message is shifting a little bit. It's all about confidence and controlling the controllable. And when you do that, not only will you love your life more, you'll love yourself more. Now, I know that sounds all hokey and cheesy. Loving your life, loving yourself. Oh, Kanae, I know you can do it. And I'm going to show you how. I'll guide you along the way. I just ask that you come with me, because you know how I say it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. You can take people with you, and I'm taking you with me, and I encourage you to invite some friends. So join me and one powerful group of achievers on a transformational journey that'll help you feel more confident financially and romantically, but also personally. Are you ready? Well, let's get into today's show. Really get into it. Oh, but before I forget, I'm doing a masterclass today, and you need to be a part of it. You want to be a part of it. You have to be a part of it. So go to KanaeCorder.com/masterclass and register. It's going to be today, January 2nd. That's the day this show is airing. Now, if you get this after that, there'll be some instructions to tell you what to do. But on January 2nd, I'm doing a masterclass, a Love Your Life masterclass. This episode is sort of like a mini course, like a precursor to the real masterclass that I'm going to have tonight. That's going to give you 3 reasons why you're unhappy. It's also going to give you 3 ways to adjust that so you can love the life you have. And then it'll give you one absolute way that you can start today changing your perspective, your behavior, your beliefs. So join the masterclass. Go to KanaeCorder.com/masterclass to register. It'll be tonight at 8:30 p.m. live. But if you miss it, if you register, you'll get the replay. Not only that, of course, we're going to be giving out some cool stuff and answering some questions at the end. So if you've got questions, I've got answers. You just got to show up at the masterclass. So go to KanaeCorder.com/masterclass and register. Society and social media will have you believe that everyone has the key to happiness except you. And that's just not true. It's not true at all. Not every one of your friends has this deliriously happy life, this love life that's just romantic and beautiful. These children that are just overachievers and doing perfectly. It's just not true. It's just that that's just what they're posting. And society is telling you that your life sucks and everybody else's life is gorgeous and beautiful. Well, let me tell you something. People are hurting and they're trying to figure it out just like you. So you're not left out. There is no secret that everybody has that you don't have. They feel like life is hard, it's unfair, and it's unfulfilling. You've probably felt that too, but you don't have to continue to feel that way. And I'm going to give you some really good tips today, some actionable ideas that you can implement immediately that are going to help you love your life more, love yourself more, and just downright feel more confident. How does that sound? You feel like you've been left out, probably because you're comparing your life to what you see on social media feeds. and you begin to hate your life and fall in love with theirs. But you're not really seeing their whole life. You're only seeing highlights. And it's the highlights they choose. They don't show you the bloopers. Of course not. Because they don't think that stuff is funny. And they don't think you'll fall in love with their life. Because they want you to envy them. Now, you're probably saying, well, I don't feel that way, Kanae. I don't compare myself to others. I know better. Well, you do. I know you do. But I also know that there's more out there for you, that there's a full potential that you're not reaching just yet. And sometimes that keeps you up at night. Am I right? Not only does it keep you up at night, but it has you waking up in the morning working hard. You are doing the hard work because, again, another lie that society has told you that you've got to work hard. I'm going to show you how to trade hard work for heart work. Fall in love with your plan. Fall in love with the work that you do so that it never has to be uncomfortable. It never has to be hard. Maybe it takes effort. Maybe it takes persistence, even consistency, but it doesn't have to be hard. And if you love it, it'll be enjoyable. If you know your why, that will fuel you. Because willpower will fail you. It'll fail you probably every time. Maybe sometimes you'll get lucky and willpower will work. This is another reason why resolutions don't last, because you are focusing on willpower. Well, willpower just won't work. You need why power. When you go back to your why, then you'll remember why you're saving that money. You're saving that money for a really good reason. Just remember why, and you'll keep doing it. You'll fall in love with your plan and not the pair of shoes or not that dinner. And I know if you've taken the money mentality course, you probably know your money mentality. And so you probably know some of your negative behaviors around money, but you'll probably also learned your positive behaviors around money. So you have some idea of what you're doing already that's blocking you, that's getting in your way. And on this masterclass tonight, we're going to talk about how to clear those blocks. But today, I just want to give you some awareness because you can't get anywhere without the awareness. And what you learned in the money mentality course, if you took it already, if you haven't, please do. But what you learned in that course is how you use money to get love. You probably learned some of the negative messages that you've allowed society to imprint in you, because it's not all your fault. Some of this is just stuff that was given to you. And it's just tough to deprogram yourself. Deprogram. I hope that's a word. So programmers don't start sending me messages and saying that's not a word, because I tend to make words up, which you probably know if you've been listening to this show for a while. Anyways, I digress. I want to talk to you about these 3 ideas that I have, and it's called start, stop, and continue. Now, this is sort of a theme that I'm going to have on several of the shows where I'm going to show you some things you can start doing immediately that will be easy, some small changes you can make, because that's what evolution is all about, the small changes. I also show you how to stop doing the things that are getting in your way. And these are all things that you are going to discover. I'm going to lay out the information and you'll sift through it and you find what works for you, because not everything that I say is going to be law. What I'm giving you is what has worked for many of the people that I have worked with and what's worked for me myself. And then the experts that are going to come on the show, they'll show you more too. But you have to sift through and determine what's right for your specific situation. Because a lot of this information is general in nature, so it doesn't take into account what you're experiencing right now. But it gives you enough so that you can find what works for you and what's going to work for you long term. So you can increase your wealth, your wellness, and your love. Because that's what makes a prosperous life. I mean, think about it. What is your idea of prosperity? Probably has a dollar amount associated with it. Am I right? Yeah, of course it does. If it doesn't, you're fooling yourself. Yeah, many people say, oh, money is not important. That's so funny. Money is not important, but everything that's important to you pretty much costs money. Maybe air is free, but we don't know how long that's going to be free. We'll probably be paying for that soon too. But pretty much everything you need costs money. You like taking baths and showers and drinking water? That costs money. Like electricity? Costs money. You like seeing your daughter in those pretty dresses? Costs money. Hey, you like seeing yourself look good in some clothes? Costs money. So tell me again how money's not important? Yeah, it is. It's just that society told us not to say that. Because if you say that money is important, then you sound greedy. I know. I'm a financial therapist. I know these things. So you don't have to worry about sounding greedy because that's some society stuff. Let that go. Don't hold on to that. That goes to the stop. I want you to let go of that idea that you're greedy if you believe that money is important. If you believe that you need a certain amount of money to get the lifestyle you desire, own it. Be unapologetic. But be clear on what that is. Maybe you don't want $1 million. Maybe 100,000 is enough for you. Whatever it is. I found my number. And when you take the money mentality course, we don't drill down into the numbers, but we help you discover more about yourself so you can get to the number. Plus, you can go further if you like and actually join the crash course in prosperity or even join the prosperity club. And that is really where you get down deep and you find out. One of the courses is called Know Your Numbers. And when you know your numbers, it brings a lot of clarity. It brings freedom to know your numbers. So for me, I do want to be a millionaire, but for no reason except that I just want to see what that feels like. It really has no why to it. But where my why really comes in is that it's my goal to retire my parents. My parents put a lot of energy, time, and money into raising me, sending me to private school, and always just being there for me. And yeah, money, but also time. So I want to give them their time back. And they have their own retirement plan, but I want to make that retirement plan so easy for them that it's a breeze, that it's no stress. That's part of my why. So I do what I do. I wake up every morning with them in mind because they are the reason why I'm even able to do this stuff, why I'm so cosmopolitan, why I'm so confident, why I can get on this podcast and tell you my shameful things and say I make up words like deprogram, which might actually be a word, but I'm not even sure. And even say that I'm not even sure that deprogram is a word. Like I have the confidence to say that. And that's what I want to give to you because that's the gift they gave to me. And so guys, we're going to retire them because they're so freaking awesome. Like really, they are. They're so freaking awesome. Way cooler than I am. They're nerds sort of too, but they're also really, really freaking cool. So I just adore them. Anyways, my why is to retire them. And if I can retire them, then I feel like I'm prosperous. Like I have made it. That is success for me. That's success for me. But in order to do that, I need a certain amount of money. I need a certain amount of money to take care of me and my family, you know, my immediate family, but then a certain amount left over so that I can gift that to my parents and take care of them. So that number is really not $1 million. Now, $1 million would make that so easy, just like a super breeze. But the real number is 240. If I create $240,000 a year, I can retire my parents and I can live the life I desire. Part of that is that I'm a bit of a minimalist. Like I don't need a bunch of stuff. Every year I'm always getting rid of a good portion of what's in my closet, just like shoes and clothing. Now I keep clothing and shoes for a really long time. Like I get my money's worth. I buy on sale, but I really get my money's worth. Now, some things I have to buy full price just because of my preferences. So I want a certain thing. It's not on sale, but so what? That's what I want. And that's something else you'll learn, not on this mini course and not in the master class, but in the Prosperity Club. I do show you how to determine what truly brings you happiness, like where those things are, those preferences that are deal breakers for you. Like you're just not willing to sacrifice in these areas, but then those things that you are willing to sacrifice, because there are a lot of places that I'm willing to sacrifice, but there are a lot of places that I am not willing to sacrifice. And I just won't. That's enough about me. I want to talk about you. Do you feel like you're working like really hard? Do you feel like you are missing out on some piece of life that you just can't seem to get your hands on? Do you feel dissatisfied or unfulfilled? Maybe sometimes, yeah? Is there something that's keeping you up at night? All right, so let's talk about it. This will be your own personal financial therapy session. Let's talk about that hard work. Let's do that first. You can trade hard work for heart work, as I mentioned. Now, what's heart work? Heart work is when you find your why, and then you start doing what you're doing because of your why. Because the next part of that is to do what you want to do, not what you have to do or what society has told you. A lot of people are in debt right now because they're doing what society told them to do. They became, I don't know, whatever, the lawyer, the doctor, or they became the accountant, whatever job they chose, but it's not fulfilling them. But society told them that it would, and they believed it, and so they went forward. Or maybe society just said, get a degree and get a job, and then it didn't give you any direction. And because you didn't have any direction, you took a job because it was a job and it was paying. And now you're thinking, why did I stay in this job? I probably should have made some shifts a long time ago, and now it's too late. Well, it's not. It's not too late. What's making you believe that it's too late is because society told you, that villain society. I am so over society. Are you? So let's defeat these ideas that society has given us, because they are taking us down a road that we just don't need to go on. Let's tell society goodbye. Thank you for sharing, but I no longer need your messaging, your programming. I'm good. I got new programming now. And maybe you can listen to me for a change, because I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I'm not working hard anymore. I'm working smart. I'm going to love my life. And this is how I'm going to do it. First of all, I'm going to create a plan. Maybe I join the Prosperity Club. Yeah, society, that's what I might do. I'll join the Prosperity Club. I'll show you. And I'll create a prosperity plan. And it'll say what I want to happen over the next 12 months. And as I put down what I want to happen over the next 12 months, I'm going to make small changes each month so that I get there. I'm not going to overhaul my whole entire life and think that I'm going to be some muscle-bound person going to the gym every day. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start by going to the gym one day. I'm going to start by meditating one day. I'm going to start by just complimenting my spouse one day. And then I'll add another day. And then I'll add another day. And before you know it, it'll be a lifestyle. I'll be meditating, working out, eating right, loving my spouse, getting that same love back, respecting my children, and they'll respect me. It will be so awesome. And you know how I'll do it? One small change at a time. You know how I'll do it? I'll do it by putting in the heart work, not the hard work, because I'll love my life. I'll love my plan. And I'll know that some things I do have to do in order to get to where I want to go, but I'm going to start with my plan. And then maybe there are a few things that I have to do, but I'll know why I'm doing them, because eventually I won't have to do them anymore. I'll be doing what I love. I'll love my life. But in the meantime, I'm going to love this life right here that I have right now. I'm going to love myself because I'm proud of myself. I've done some things. Let me remember them. Would you like me to recap? You know what? Not right now. I'm busy. I will recap for you because I have done some things and I'm proud of them. And I'm going to do more, one step at a time. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop complaining all the time. That's what I'm going to do, society, because you taught me that complaining was okay, but it's not working for me. So I'm going to stop complaining and I'm going to start training. I could train by taking courses. I can train in the gym. I can train by getting a personal trainer. I can train by getting a coach. I'm going to start training. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to train my brain to change. It's going to stop listening to that programming you gave me. It's going to delete all of that. And it's going to give me new programming. And I'm not going to complain. In fact, I'm going to love the changes. And I'm going to stop comparing. That's the other thing that I'm going to stop doing. I'm going to stop comparing my life to others. I'm going to stop getting distracted by the Joneses. Who cares what the Joneses are doing? In fact, the Joneses are trying to fool me. They're not even doing what they said they were doing. And then they got me posting stuff on social media like I'm doing stuff that I'm not really doing. I'm faking it till I make it. And then I feel bad. And then we're all, me, the Joneses, we're all sad and unhappy and hurting inside because none of us are being authentic. But guess what? Starting today, going to be my true authentic self. Yep. You know how I'm going to do that? I just told you. I'm going to start training and I'm going to take control. I'm going to take stock and I'm going to take advantage of all my opportunities. I'm going to take control of the things I do control. I could join the crash course in prosperity and I'll get a course on controlling the controllable. I'll get a course on feeling more confident about myself. That would be so good. Because then I could take stock of all the things I've achieved, of all the things I'm willing to work for, of all the things I'm willing to go forward on. I'm going to take advantage of my opportunities. I'm going to stop letting them pass me by. But most importantly, society, and you got to hear this, I'm going to continue doing what's working. Yeah. How about that? Because there are some things going well, and I'm going to be really clear on them. I'm going to start having peace parties instead of pity parties. I'm going to proclaim from the mountaintops, hey, this is what I do well. And nobody's going to be mad at me because they're going to be so impressed. And even if they're not, who cares? Because confidence is contagious. So the moment I become more confident in myself, the people around me will become more confident. And then they won't hate me because haters are really just cravers. They're really craving that life you have. That's why they're hating you. They wish they had that thing that I have inside of me, but they don't. So haters are just cravers. And because confidence is contagious, I'm going to get a really big dose of confidence. I'm going to take it and I'm going to spread it all over the world. And I'm not going to be the only one confident because it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. I can take people with me. And I am. I'm going to do that. And I'll start by focusing on what's going well. And every day I'll ask myself, what's going well? It's sort of like my way of finding gratitude. That's how I'll be grateful because I'll focus on what's going well, not what's going wrong, because there are plenty of things going well. And if I focus on them, they'll expand. So society, I'm breaking up with you. You can't tell me what to do anymore. You don't control me. You're done making me believe that I'm not good enough because I am. I'm more than good enough. I'm confident, I'm courageous, and I'm going forward. So if you'd like to come with me, you can. But if you don't, no worries. I understand. Whew, did you get all that? Because I just straight freestyled that whole thing. I can't even believe I did it. It was like an out-of-body experience. It just took over and I just went with it. I hope you got it. So go back and listen to this. There were some really good nuggets in there. And it is a mini course, but not in the way that most courses go like, hey, step 1, step 2, step 3. But all the steps are in there. So how about you listen to that one more time? Just go back and listen because, wow, using those principles that I just laid out for you is what's going to help you shift your behavior and really get the life that you desire. But most importantly, love the life you have right now so you can stop hurting. But if that wasn't enough, join the masterclass tonight. And if you missed this, if you're listening to this weeks later, still go to KeneCorder.com/masterclass because I'm going to do this masterclass again and again because I know that there are millions of people out there hurting. Even though society has you believing that everybody has the key to happiness except you, I know this. I know that people are hurting. And that's why I have a plan, a prosperity plan that's going to get you on the road to happiness so you can start loving the life you have while you create the life you desire. So join me and one powerful group of achievers on a transformational journey to feel more confident personally, financially, and romantically. I'll see you at tonight's masterclass. Don't you miss it. Go to KeneCorder.com/masterclass to register right now. And if you did miss it, no worries. You'll get the replay or you'll register for the next one because I'm going to do this for you again and again. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad you're taking this journey with me so you never have to make another resolution again. You'll evolve into the person you want to be. You're almost there. You're so close. And I'm going to guide you all the way. So you won't be alone. And you'll have me and you'll have a community of achievers just like you. So if you're ready, take the first step. Well, you already took the first step. You're here. Take the second step. Why not? You took the first step. That's the hardest freak step. So you might as well just take the second step and register for the masterclass. Go to KeneCorder.com/masterclass. I'll see you there. Have a prosperous day. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you want more love and money conversations, subscribe to this podcast. Also, tell your friends about us. I'll see you next episode. But in the meantime, head on over to KeneCorder.com for more tips, tools, and resources. And go ahead and leave us a comment if you like. We'd love to hear from you. This show is not to replace professional counsel. The best advice comes from a professional you know. The topics discussed in this podcast are general in nature and are for entertainment and informational purposes only. We encourage you to meet with a professional to discuss your specific situation, whether financial or therapeutic. That's all for now. I'll see you sooner. Remember, no matter what anybody ever tells you, you can have wealth in all of its forms. Believe it, and you will soon see it.